This man never expected that his three masters would come down from the mountain for the first time, because he was going to take the E-level exam. They also encountered people who were bullying Riku, but Riku was an F-level adventurer. His opponent thought the people Riku had called for help were weak as well. However, Riku's masters couldn't stand it anymore. The opponent made the first move. One of Riku's masters was struck but didn't budge, but he noted that his opponent's wrist strength needed improvement. The opponent was shocked. Additionally, Riku's master thought the opponent's weapon was too weak. Riku also had a female master, who looked fragile, but when she launched an attack, it was stronger than the 7th realm of magic. Most people in this world could only use magic up to the 4th realm. The opponents started to regret bullying Riku. They all wanted to escape, but just a few hours earlier, the results for the first stage of the E-level exam came out, and Riku passed. As long as he passed the second stage mock battle the next day, Riku would officially become an E-level adventurer. However, Riku didn't expect that as soon as he stepped out, a man came over to flirt with his master. He even wanted to marry her as his second wife, but only Riku knew how terrifying his master was. If she got angry, she could destroy everything around her. Riku came over and pretended to be his master's boyfriend, hoping to make Rizuta give up on pursuing her. After hearing this, Rizuta laughed. He saw Riku's admission ticket in his hand, and realized that Riku was also a participant in the exam. More precisely, Riku was an F-level adventurer. Rizuta thought it was ridiculous that someone as old as Riku was still at such a low level, while Rizuta himself was an A-level adventurer. And coincidentally, Rizuta was one of the examiners for the second stage mock battle. He told Riku to leave quickly. At that moment, Rinetto spoke up. She said that she was currently dating Riku. Riku didn't expect Rinetto to say that. Rizuta didn't expect it either. At first, he thought Riku was lying, but now Rizuta believed him. He started threatening Riku, saying that if he was the examiner for the second stage, he wouldn't let Riku pass. After saying that, Rizuta angrily left. Now, Riku realized that he and Rinetto had become too close. He apologized to Rinetto, but she wasn't angry. In fact, she was happy, because Riku had just helped her. That night, Rizuta was drinking at a bar, still angry. At that moment, trouble found him again. Riku's siblings had come to see him. They had been bullied by a 30-year-old man during the exam. They exaggerated, saying they had been insulted. Rizuta became even angrier. Suddenly, he realized that Riku was also 30 years old. It was rare for someone at that age to still be taking exams. Rizuta realized this was Riku. The next morning, Riku came to participate in the second stage exam on time, but he didn't expect that before he even reached the exam venue, he met his examiner, Roth. Roth was responsible for all the candidates after number 4200. He came personally to meet Riku. Because of Riku's age, he couldn't believe someone his age would choose to become an adventurer. Roth thought 24 was already considered late for him. He didn't expect Riku to be even later. Roth felt a special connection with Riku, and assured him that age wasn't a problem. Roth had taken 20 years to become a B-level adventurer. Riku didn't realize that this was Roth's way of encouraging him. Just as they were having a pleasant conversation, Rizuta overheard them. As Roth and Riku were about to part ways, Rizuta came over and attacked Roth. By then, Riku had already reached the exam venue. Suddenly, an urgent announcement came through. The responsible party informed candidates after number 4200 that their original examiner was unwell, so Rizuta would continue as the examiner for their group. Riku was confused. He had just seen Roth, and his body had seemed perfectly healthy. Rinetto told Riku that his new examiner was Rizuta, and that Rizuta shared the same surname as the man Riku had bullied the previous day.